What you're looking at isn't a watch. It isn't a phone. It's the Nubia Alpha wearable smartphone. Yeah, basically it's a watch that makes phone calls. The first thing you'll notice about it are the looks. Okay, you're gonna fall into one of two camps when it comes to the looks. You either think this looks like a house arrest bracelet, or you think it looks like Batman's watch. I prefer to think it looks like Batman's watch because I'm the one wearing it. I'm not gonna do this. It would be so easy for me just to make jokes and dismiss this as out there tech. But honestly, I think the Nubia Alpha has some pretty good design and feature ideas, even if they miss on the execution. For example, there's a 4-inch flexible OLED display. Imagine stacking 4 Apple Watches vertically in a row. And I should dispel one myth about the Nubia: this is not a slap bracelet. It's fantastic having this much screen real estate. It's great for reading long text messages or threads, or even Twitter comments. The message literally wraps around your wrist. That said, I don't think you need a display that wraps 180 degrees around your wrist, or at least one position the way it currently is. See, there's always a quarter of the display that you can't see without impossibly twisting your wrist. But without changing the size of the display, if you could just position or rotate it so more of it was on the inside of my wrist, I could see the whole display and also have a little privacy too. Then there's the camera. Yes, there is a camera, and it sits on top of your wrist. But because of the angle, you get the worst selfies. And the quality of the photos is like iPhone 3GS good. Oh, and you can record video, but just 10 seconds at a time. Where's that TikTok integration when you need it? But if you move the camera from the top to the side of your wrist, you'd have a much better angle for selfies. Now, I realize moving the camera and moving the display like that would mean you need a left-handed version and a right-handed version of this watch, or wearable smartphone. But hey, you know what? Let's talk about the phone. This is not a phone, at least not in the US. In China, you can get an eSIM for it, but even with that, where are the apps? Where's Instagram and Google Maps and YouTube and Uber Lyft? Where's the internet browser? They're all still on my actual phone, and I have no way of accessing them on the Nubia. And that brings me to software. There are a lot of tiny apps, from weather and fitness to one called High Marquee, where you can actually have the Nubia show words and phrases on the display. I can navigate the apps successfully with my fingers, or filled with some hope using these air motions that don't really work. The software, it's clunky. I'm not gonna lie, it's confounding to use. Try to get a song from your phone onto the watch. I dare you. Okay, I was able to connect Bluetooth headphones, but I can't listen to Spotify or Google Play Music or, well, anything. And that's the least of the problems. I get double notifications. And then the system dialog boxes, yeah, they don't say okay and cancel. Instead it says, I know. I know? Really? And then if that's not enough, if someone messages you from an iPhone using iMessage, it doesn't show the message. It says, you've received a multimedia message. Check your phone. And sometimes I'm sitting at my desk and it says I've walked 32,000 steps. Other times I'm working out and it says I have negative 17,000 steps. Did I walk backwards? So this isn't a phone. Well, at least the way we think of phones. But honestly, I think it could be a phone. But Nubia has a lot of things to fix to get us there.